Representative Fritz at the front, his hand up.
Will there be a Palestinian speaker at the DNC this week? And if not, why not? And will the vice president be able to fill Fisher Forum like Trump did during the GOP convention last month?
Yeah, listen, in order, I don't know if we have any programmatic updates on the speaking program right now to speak to. Obviously, we've had the panels that have been going on that have been productive and fruitful conversations throughout the week this week. I think what you've also seen from this campaign and from this vice president is somebody who understands the goals of many of the people who are showing up to demonstrate here, and frankly, who shares those same goals, right? Somebody who wants an end to the violence, who wants a permanent ceasefire and a just and lasting peace and an end to the violence, and is going to work day in and day out until we resolve that, whether that's as vice president right now or if she has the opportunity to serve as commander-in-chief. And frankly, that is a stark contrast, somebody who approaches situations like this with the seriousness that they deserve in the vice president versus somebody in Donald Trump who approaches issues of national and global security with his own personal self-interest at hand. I think that is going to be the fundamental contrast that the American people see for the remainder of this campaign, and it's a contrast that we are prepared to run on. As it relates to crowds in Milwaukee, I don't know what the actual capacity is, but I think what you've seen over the course of the past few weeks since the vice president kicked off this campaign is a groundswell of enthusiasm, right? You saw 10,000 people show up in Atlanta. You saw, I think, almost like 12,000 people in places like Eau Claire, Wisconsin, 15,000 in Detroit, Michigan, 20,000 in places like Vegas and Phoenix. And so we're excited about the crowds. We're excited about the energy. But I think what we are, frankly, more excited about is the fact that when those people show up to those rallies, we're also signing people up to serve as volunteers, right? You had 10,000 people show up in Atlanta. 1,000 of them signed up to volunteer for this campaign. So as we spoke to earlier, it's not just about the energy, it's about turning the energy into action in moments like that and like this. That's what the convention week is about. That's what the weekend of action that I referenced earlier is about. It's about making sure that we harness this moment of energy and enthusiasm and turn it into action, because we have less than 80 days to go. And what we as a campaign understand is that this is going to be a margin of error race. This is going to come down to tens of thousands of votes in a handful of states. And so we have to use every single tool at our disposal to make sure that we turn out every possible vote. That is the infrastructure on the ground. That is our paid media apparatus on the airwaves and on digital platforms. It is the principals, the vice president and the governor crisscrossing every single battleground state in the way that they have, leaving absolutely nothing to chance because there's far too much at stake. And so we're going to use every tool that we have at our disposal between now and November 5th.